Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, if you guys remember, I got a couple of Petrified Fish knives here a while back, did an unboxing of them, had a chance to use them, take them out, enjoy them, and today we're going to be talking about this one, which is the PFP01. I'm pretty sure this is one of their newest designs. It's a collaboration with Nashorn Knives, so there you go, that's pretty cool. And then of course I also got the PF979 Raptor that we're going to be checking out. We'll see, the review will be coming that here in a few days as well. But we're going to check out the Beluga for now. As you can see there, the Beluga. Yep. Nice G10 handles. You've got some contour going there. Screws are countersunk pretty good. Obviously with the contour, that one's erased a little bit. Not too much of an issue. You got the pivot stands up. Now they've used the pivot for a little bit of decoration. You got the PF there, very, very nice. Stainless steel liners, G10 backspacer. Got a nice, generous lanyard post there. Really nice deep carry clip, right or left hand tip up carry. Now there's going to be a couple of things about this knife that I'm definitely going to cover. One I like, one I do like, one I'm like, but we're definitely going to get into that. So just hang on, bear with me, please. Now, as far as build quality goes, man, this thing feels like it is built pretty darn well. There's your centering. Yep, it's pretty darn centered. Action is good. The build just looks good to me. There's really no other way to put it. It feels good. It's chamfered. The G10's got really good grip on it. And as you can see there, it's got a little bit of texture to it. There you go. You can kind of see that there in the light. Got some texture to it, so it gives it a pretty nice grip overall. Front flipper, as you can see, front flipper's got some jimping on it, which is actually grabs your thumb just right for me. It's not too sharp. It's not sharp, not too dull. And it does its job really, really well. Now, first few times I had to, because I would flip it and my finger was a little too high and it would come across and it would actually hit my finger. But that's just learning the knife, learning how to use it. And yeah, not too much of an issue now. Now, like I said, you can front flip it. I mean, you can actually roll it with the flipper. You can slow roll it with the fuller there. Now, I can reverse flick it, but I have to get way down. There you go. I have to get way down on that fuller to actually get enough leverage. And as you can see there, it's not very authoritative. I have managed to front flip it from up here a couple of times. Yeah, I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying to do it on camera. I did it a couple times. I failed many, many times. We'll just put it like that. But let's look at the blade. The action is really, really nice. I don't know if you caught that. Get it past the detent ball. Yeah. A little bit of a shake. I mean, there I didn't even have to shake. I just turned the knife and it... Very nice. Now, you got a really nice K110 blade there. There you go. Nashorn Knives, the Stompin' Rhino. Got a really nice looking fuller on it. Choil. Choil is done really well, in my opinion. Of course, there you got the PFP01 K110 blade steel. You got they call it a sandblasted finish. I kind of like that finish. I like the way it looks. There you go. Get some light on it. Looks really good. And then, of course, like I said, I just really like that fuller. Nice drop point. Big belly on the blade. Pretty beefy blade overall. So let's get some specs on it. What are we looking at overall? It's a decent sized knife, guys. You're looking at, well, let's get back there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of 8 1/4 inches for sure. That blade handle, or the blade handle, the knife handle, you're looking at about, man, you're pushing 4 3/4 inches on that handle, which is going to give you roughly about a 3 3/4 inch blade. So now, I guess I was too generous on that handle, maybe. because overall, like I said, you're looking at, yeah, I'm getting 4 1/4. So maybe closer to 4 1/2 on that handle. Yeah, closer to 4 1/2 on that handle. And then of course your grip length. Got a pretty decent grip length on it, just over 4 inches, 4 1/8. So good amount of room for my hand, and I have plenty of room left over. So those of you with a little bit larger hands, this may fit you fairly nicely as well. And it fills my hand. I mean, it's a good sized handle. Fills it, but it's about as big as I would want to go for a handle. Anything more than that, it's probably going to be a little too big. But not bad overall. Now your jimping, of course, you're not going to have any jimping for your thumb, because your jimping is kind of back here on that flipper tab, so it's kind of obscured there by the liners, but not bad overall. All right, size comparisons. What are we looking at here? Where's that PM2? There it is. So as far as the PM size comparisons go, we'll put the PM2 out there. And you know, the Petrified Fish might have it by just a little bit. It does. By just a nose, man. Just a nose. So like I said, the PM2 is no slouch. And that Petrified Fish is a good sized knife. There it is, of course, next to the bug out. Obviously, it is a much larger knife than the bug out all around, length, width, height. Definitely a good sized knife. Let's check our weight. Now, it's got some size, and it's going to have some weight to it. Starting out in grams. What do you got? 158 grams, so you're looking at 5.6 ounces. It is a sturdy knife, without a doubt. Now, let's go back to this real quick. Do we have any weight relief? Yeah. There's some in there. There you go. You can kind of see a little bit of weight relief. But even then, I mean, it's a good thing, or else it would be packing on. It would be packing on some weight. Now, it carried great. I love the way this knife carried. It didn't carry heavy. I didn't feel like I had a rock in my pocket. That's always good. Even though it is a little bit heavier, it carried pretty darn well. And then, as you can see there, definitely that deep carry clip. So, okay. Now, I did kind of tell you there was a couple of things about this knife. Well, let's start with the flipper tab. As you can see there, that flipper tab kind of comes to a pretty good point. Now, I really had to get used to not getting on top of that flipper tab, because if you get on top of it, it's not sharp, but it's definitely not all that comfortable. Now, obviously, when you're carried in your pocket, it's going to be down, so you're not going to really get yourself getting in. But I will say, reaching into my pocket, I try not to carry other stuff in that pocket other than my knife. And yeah, I put my hand in my pocket, and I could feel that. I could definitely feel that. So that's the issue that I'm kind of like, I'm not crazy about it. It could have been rounded off a little bit more, because as you can see, it doesn't really, I mean, it's clean. It keeps the knife looking clean, but I don't know. I think if it was rounded off just a little bit, I wouldn't be mad that it wasn't as clean, and I wouldn't be getting myself. You know what I'm saying? So, that was kind of one of the things I had to get used to with the knife. It may bother some people. Some people it might not bother at all. But definitely one thing that I had to work around. We'll just say that. Work around and learn about the knife. The thing I love about the knife is the pocket clip. It's deep carry. Y'all know I like a deep carry. The screws are recessed. Yes, they are. You've got screws on each side. But look how that G10 is milled. So that pocket clip just to slip down in there. I think that is absolutely awesome. I wish more companies would do a knife like that. Do their pocket clips like that. The screws are out of the way. That way you don't have a cutout here for a recessed screw, or for a recessed clip, or a filler plate or something like that. Just put a couple screws in there. It looks good. I mean, yeah, you've got a couple extra screws in there, but to me that looks better than an empty spot where there's nothing or even a big filler plate. I think that breaks up the lines of the knives. The screws do a little bit, but definitely not as bad as some others. I just think that's super. I would love to see more knife companies adopt that as far as their pocket clips go. I'm just digging it. Now, of course, you got the Beluga there on the pocket clip. You know, doesn't really bother me a whole lot. Otherwise, the knife is fairly clean. Like I said, you've got the Nashorn Rhino there. You've got your stuff there. So not too bad. Not too bad as far as billboarding. It's on the clip. And then, like I said, they got their Petrified Fish there on the PF on the pivot. Overall, you know, I'm really liking, overall, I'm liking the Beluga. This was kind of a detractor at first, you know, like I said, I had to figure it out and learn it. And like I said, also, how to position my hand, because my finger would get in the way of the flipper tab. And I don't know, it just would get in the way. But you just get it up there, flip it open, and it's not too bad. The action is really, really nice. I really dig the overall action. You know, not a bad knife. And for the price, it was, what was it? Right around $46, $47, I think, for this knife. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I did order this straight from Petrified Fish. Wanted to check it out. Went straight to the source and got a couple of them. Now, the bad thing. On the Petrified Fish website, they are sold out. I will try to find a link to somewhere that has them, if there is one. Supposedly, there are more coming. This one went pretty quick. It was a pretty popular model, so it kind of got bought up. And they had 3 different colors. They had black, they had green, and they had gray. I got the black, of course, as you can see. And, you know, overall, it's not too bad. One thing I really, really like about the knife, and one thing I didn't like at the start, still not crazy about it. I've learned the knife. I've learned how to use it, you know, with that flipper tab being maybe a little too pointy. So, but overall, not bad. Overall, we're going to give it, Blues Review Crew is going to give it an 8. The build quality is there. The action is great. It feels good in hand. There's no hot spots. It does what a knife should do. If that flipper tab was just a little bit different, I tell you what, the pocket clip is boosting it for me. It really is. I really, really like how they did that pocket clip. And that pocket clip kind of overcomes a little bit of what I didn't like about the flipper tab. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. So, not bad. Good, beefy, solid knife. Like I said, a little bit of weight to it, but overall, not too bad. I'm digging it. I am digging the Beluga for sure. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would love to hear, especially what you think about that pocket clip. I really, really would love to see more companies do their pocket clips like that, or similar, you know, in a similar fashion to that. Really, really cool. As always, guys, greatly appreciate you spending some time with me today. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you all later, guys. Bye-bye.